Yes, we have. Just one change. Uzi Kawaja comes in for Travis Head.
Scott Boland gets another opportunity.
Yeah, Scotty had to go. Joshy Hazelwood had a few bowls, and Jai a bit similar, just not quite up to 100%. We gave Joshy every chance we could. Just felt like he couldn't quite bowl at full tilt yesterday, so still hoping he'll be right for Hobart. Just give him another week. Scotty comes straight in. Excited.
Okay.
You spent a bit of time talking to him yesterday when you had all the pace bowlers in the one net. Was that sort of decision dictated by conditions as well as injury with Josh?
Similar to MCG really. I think this wicket's they're not going to blast them out. It's a little bit of grass on it, but traditionally it's hard work. It goes 5 days. You need that really disciplined stump-to-stump bowler, and that's what Scotty brings to the table.
I think there's one over the back there. Yep.
Was it pretty hard to overlook Scott Boland given what he did yesterday?
Yeah, of course. I think it's no secret if Joshy Hazelwood was available, he was going to play. He's been a brilliant bowler for us for a long time, but it's a real luxury to have someone like Scotty. Even Michael Nessa is here with us. Jai Richardson's on the bench. We feel really well placed at the moment to have so many options, but it would have been a shame to see Scotty not play this week after his efforts last week. So it's unfortunate for Joshy. I feel for him, but I'm really glad he gets another crack out here.
Mel?
Just looking at the pitch, there's sort of talk about having a bit of grass on it, but as you say, that can flatten out and go the distance. What's your feeling about what it's going to do?
Traditionally here over the last 10 years, it's been pretty hard work for the bowlers. I don't see a lot that's going to be different this week. There's a bit of grass around, there's going to be a bit of weather. I don't think we're going to see it break up and turn or have that traditional kind of dusty spin wicket from maybe 10 plus years ago. So we'll wait and see, but it looks really even at the moment.
So what impact does the grass have, do you think?
Maybe day 1 or 2 it might nip around, and then probably just holds together more so than if it's really bare. But I'm terrible at reading pitches, so that's as far as I've got with it.
And the weather, what sort of impact do you think the weather will have?
A bit of rain. Seems like every year there's always rain here for the SCG test. It normally just means it doesn't deteriorate as much. Day 5 is probably more like a day 3 or 4 wicket.
Dan up the back.
Regarding Mitch Webster, realistically, do you see his best opportunity at the moment is, obviously to play test matches overseas or in the event of Nathan Lyon getting injured? Do you realistically see Australia ever having 2 spinners in the same team under regular Australian conditions?
I think you need to have the conditions to suit it. I don't think anywhere in Australia that I've played on in the last few years has probably dictated a 2-spinner. Would love to have that option. He's a class bowler. We're itching to get him in the side one day. But realistically, I think we think he will debut at some stage. Probably most likely the amount of subcontinent tours we've got coming up, that's going to be his opportunity. You never know, we might turn up one day and have a dust bowl here. But I'd say overseas most likely.
One in here somewhere. Yep.
I know it's probably not your primary concern, but Mitch Stark's batting form of late has been outstanding, and because of night watch when he was batting 10 the last test or two. Has there any thoughts of moving him slightly up the order, even perhaps above yourself?
Yeah, I was actually going to speak to him today about that. I was thinking about that yesterday. I think he's averaging 50 odd. He's number 7 in the run scoring list for this series. He's been fantastic. We always kind of go a bit, one game I'll be 8, next game he's 8, and it always seems like whoever bats 9 scores runs. So we'll see, but definitely open to that. We'll chat about it. He's fantastic, not only with the ball, his batting, scores some really valuable runs.
He's moved, I think, to number 5 in the ICC all-rounder ranking ahead of Ben Stokes. Do you think Mitch could be considered a true all-rounder?
For sure, yeah, absolutely. I think he's averaged 30 in the last couple of years with the bat. Absolutely.
One up the back there, and then we'll go there.
England have been copping plenty of criticism, obviously, from all corners. Has the opposition captain given sorry at all for what they're going through?
I do a little bit. I think that they've sacrificed quite a lot to come over here. A couple of weeks quarantine, time away from families. Some restrictions on on what they can do as opposed to pre-pandemic. And I think them having some positive cases, the coach obviously being away from this game, I think it's been really tough for them. So we're just really thankful that they're out here, as part of the series. In terms of the cricket side of things, I couldn't be happy with how it's going for us. We've been on the other side of it, before, so it's not going to be like that forever. So we'll enjoy it while we can.
Hey, Paddy, as captain, how happy does it make you as Scotty Boland to have another game after the fairy tale together?
Yeah, just huge. I spent about 5 years sitting on one test, and I hated when people talked about it because I felt like I hadn't proven anything. I'd only done one test match, and it's just great. He's bowling as well as he ever has. It's great that he can just keep going from last week and have another crack here. I doubt it's going to be 6 for 7, but I did say just last week, just nothing more than that, mate. We'll take last week, so don't try any harder.
Benny first. Benny down the front.
I know he's only got his opportunity, I suppose, with a couple of injuries, but as you touched on before Melbourne, he was earmarked a bit for these 2 tests. What do you feel about his bowling work at the SCG?
There's not a lot of swing here. Even there's not a lot of bounce. So you need that kind of bulldozer bowler who would just give you 50 overs in a test if you need of really good, economical, challenging, I guess fast bowling that's going to challenge the knee roll of the batters. And I just think that suits him to a T. He's done that for Victoria for a number of years. Junction Oval, MCG when it's been flat, he's done that really well. So I think he's super experienced. He's played 80 odd games. You know what you're going to get. So you just feel like he can walk in and going to do a great job straight away.
Just ask about captaincy. How much of, I'm not trying to see too much, but how much of it has come naturally to you, and how much of it, has been a totally new experience?
I think the lead up to the tests, the first test was probably was a bit unnatural in that you've just got more demands than what you do is just a bowler that's getting ready to play the first test. But as it's gone on, it's been pretty relaxed, to be honest. Everything's gone perfectly so far. I try and just be me as much as I can. I'm not trying to impress anyone more than what I normally do. So I've not tried to do much differently. There's obviously times where you got to try and address a group, more so when you're just a player. But I don't think the biggest challenges have happened yet. I'm sure there will be some in the future, but at the moment, just trying to be me.
Paddy, just on the pink test, it is the pink test. Is that special for you guys? And it's a bit of a shame Glenn might not make it.
It's a real shame for Glenn. Every year, it's just a great spectacle. I love, especially day 3, turning up, seeing the whole crowd dressed in pink, getting behind the cause. I think everyone's got a story where they've, had a family member or friend who's been, affected by cancer or even, specifically breast cancer. So it's great that through cricket we can, make a real change and help people out. It's a shame Glenn can't be here, but we'll be, obviously supporting as much as we can.
Up the back there, and then back down the Macca.
I didn't break the news to him, but I think he was expecting it. He's a bit like Scotty Boland. He's a seasoned pro. He's going to walk in and you know what you're going to get from him. He's a class player. He knows his game really well. He's in this squad because we felt like he could bat anywhere in the top 6. There might be some nerves, but he's experienced. This is his old home. We were talking about it yesterday. He loves coming back here. It feels like it's a lot of memories of childhood and starting out his career. So, expect a big game from him. Again, we feel fortunate we can bring in someone like Uzi, who we know is really well suited to perform straight away.
And if Uzi comes back in and has a stellar performance, does that create a bit of drama going to Hobart when Head's back?
Heady will be back in for Hobart. I've got no idea. It's either way, it's good drama.
Back up.
Just on that term, Pat, season toe, as a captain and as a bowler, with the fast bowling group in particular, do you feel you're on the cusp of something great? If you can manage and manage those injuries, dare I say it, could it be a bit like the West Indies pace attack of the 80s?
I mean, that's a pretty good comparison. I'd like that. Yeah, I think not only having a 3-0 lead at the moment, I think the abilities that we've been, well, the opportunity to debut 3 guys, have a few guys like Trav Head who've stepped up kind of midway through their career, just really feels like we've set up for the next few years. I think the biggest challenges are now, well, the most immediate challenges are going to be going to Pakistan, playing overseas, winning in the subcontinent. You know, it seems like the best Aussie teams in the past, this is a non-negotiable. You've got to win at home every summer. So that's all ahead of us. But I feel like we've got some real squad of high-class players that can step in at any time.
Nasha, then Dan.
Pat, is there any longer-term concern around Jai, or is it just a lingering from the same issue you had in Melbourne? Is there any more concern going forward?
No, nothing longer term. Similar to Melbourne. Just probably could have got him up, but at a pretty high risk. So decided to take the cautious approach. And similar to Josh, he's had a couple of bowls out here, feeling okay, just probably not quite ready for a pretty a tough 5 days.
Just one about Spectators coming to the ground this week. Obviously, there's quite a bit of COVID in the community in Sydney. Can you understand that that'll be, I suppose, a family by family kind of conversation about whether you come or what the scenario is for each team?
Yeah, I think you've first thing you do is get vaccinated, and then it's kind of up to you to be cautious. I know, chatting to my sister, she had about 15 friends lined up, and I think half of them have got COVID, so they won't be coming. But it's a sign of the times. It's really good that we're going to have some fans. Last week at MCG was fantastic. 50 or 60,000 people on Boxing Day. So we're kind of semi arm's length from everyone. But hopefully we're still a decent crowd out here.
How do you assess the head-to-head battle with Joe Root in the series against Australian Chris, and how pleasing he hasn't scored a ton?
Yeah, I think he's been batting really well, but hasn't played that match-defining knock, which has been great. I think everyone's bowled really well at him. Someone like Cam Green to step up. As a captain, I feel like I've got a lot of options to throw at him, which that's what you need when you're playing against the best players in the world. He's looked good. It's up to us to try and keep him quiet. But that's been a really pleasing part of our bowling attack so far.
Has Cam exceeded your expectations this summer? Obviously last summer was his batting, this is his bowling. What's your assessment of his growth?
Yeah, he has. I've always known how good he is. I probably didn't fully appreciate just how good he was. As well, not bowling, the 30 overs in a game or 40 overs that you might from a frontline quick. I just love that he's stayed patient, even in the short bursts that he's had, and had huge impact on the game. So, as I said, I feel really lucky to be able to call on him. He's a genuine fifth bowling option. He's not a last resort. He's there to take wickets, and really happy for him. He's feel like he's building nicely into his Test career.
One in the middle and one up the back.
Pat, you mentioned before how Captaincy sort of does come with every game and how special the week it is here in Sydney with the big test. Have you taken a moment to reflect on just being able to captain a test at your home ground?
No, is probably the honest answer. It's a little bit weird just walking out to the middle, even looking at the pitch, and it's my job to go out there and do a toss and decide whether we're going to bat and bowl. I think tomorrow walking out for the toss, similar to the Gabba, I think that's when it'll really hit me. Every year it feels like when you bowl your first spell and you hear the crowd kind of get behind the home players, that's always a really nice feeling. So probably turning up to the ground tomorrow will hit me.
Up the back, and we might finish up by the looks.
Similar question, but you mentioned your sister's excitement before. How big of an occasion is this for you and the family?
Big. They're all coming along, other than my younger sister, I think. It's great. Mum and Dad came down to Adelaide. I missed that one, and then they came to Melbourne as well. So we had a really great week in Melbourne. Had a lot of family down there. they go along the whole journey with you. Yeah, for them it brings back memories of, yeah, you know, when I was 8, 9 years old, running around in the backyard, or them dropping me off to my first game of cricket. So it's really special. I can share it with family and close friends.
I might have just one more over here with Louis.
You're talking about how you want to win overseas, and that's all part of, I suppose, dominating more cricket. How much of the next 2 tests is about what's coming up in the 6 months ahead and what you want to achieve overseas?
I think you try to strike a balance. You know, it's test match cricket. We still only play, you know, maximum of 10 of them a year. So there's no test where you feel like it's a proper, you can experiment or anything like that in them. As I said, I think your best players more often than not are going to be your best players, whether it's in Australia or overseas. So it's, if you score a test match 100 in an Ashes series, you're going to take a lot of confidence going overseas. Same with, you know, Scotty Boland. If you take a 5 for in an Ashes series, or whether you're playing in Karachi or MCG, you're going to be, you know, pretty up and about for it. So we're purely focused on these 2 at the moment. Yeah, that's it.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thanks. Ta.